This Heat superstar's big dream is pouring over.
This right here is kind of where it all started, just having a conversation over coffee. It's probably gonna be hot. I should probably, I should have told you that.
I was aware of that.
Coffee has taken me places and will continually take me places to where I get to learn about the culture.
These are two best ones, I got them.
An entrepreneur across the board.
Call me Jimmy Yoga.
Give it up for Jimmy Butler.
A true competitor at heart.
I really believe I'm the best player in the world.
You don't want to give me confidence.
Always connected to those near and far.
My fans are the best in the world. They support me in all aspects.
Oh my God.
And he empties his tank every time he hits the hardwood.
He does so many winning things on both sides of the floor as a force of nature.
The lob for Butler, he did it! Jimmy Butler!
I want to win it, not only for my teammates and the organization, but for the city.
Inside the Heat, Jimmy Butler. Welcome to this edition of Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson. We're going to spend some time with Jimmy Butler on this episode. Of course, we'll get to basketball. But with him, you got to look at his full business, the branding, the partnerships. So you start with the biggest of them all. That's why the name Big is in the front. Big Face Coffee. Jimmy, thank you very much for having us. This is a moment I've been waiting for. So first of all, before we get into all of this, the big face dynamic, what should I order? I'm a tea drinker usually, so you got to take me easy into this.
I would opt to make a light Americano.
Americano, perfect.
Very good. What is it about coffee? Why is this move to such a forefront place for you?
I think this right here is kind of where it all started, just having a conversation over coffee and trying to figure out like how much you have in common with somebody instead of like all the stuff that you quote unquote do not have in common. And I got to thinking like that could happen for everybody all around the world if you just sit down and have some coffee. So there you have it.
So back in 2021, we were talking about the beginnings of Big Face.
There will be a coffee truck pretty soon in Miami, so everybody's gonna be able to have it there. I probably will be in there making coffee.
The fact that you have this moment, that I'm standing on a train platform in Boca, and a kid has on your t-shirt, not your Miami Heat 22 t-shirt, but that t-shirt.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
Everything. My fans are the best in the world, and they don't just love me because of basketball. They support me in all aspects that I get involved in, coffee being one. I want to continue to like grow this line of the Big Face brand, eventually making kids clothes and clothes for dogs and cats and all the way down the line, because another thing that we believe at Big Face is like, this is for everybody. So even if you don't drink coffee, we have something for you.
And I'm gonna do this right now.
Let's do it. It's probably gonna be hot. I should probably,
I should
have told you that.
I was aware of that. That's very similar to the tea. You've had pop-ups at the Miami Open, at Art Basel. You've been on the cover of Barista magazine. Mm-hmm. First of all, are you pleased where Big Face Coffee is? And then where are we going? What's the rest of this?
I have to say I want to win a championship first, because I really do. I really want to win a championship first. Then I do want to open up my own cafes or coffee shops, but I want to be the one doing what Rodney here is doing. And I really want it to be me, so it lets everybody know, like, I really take this coffee thing seriously. Like, it's not a game.
Still as an active NBA player? Will you? That'll be at the same time. You'll have to be retired.
Yeah, I would have to be retired by then.
But as an active player, summer of 2022, you went on a world bean tour. Is that the best way to refer to it? Is it when you go to Colombia and Ecuador?
It's really a fruit, technically.
It's usually like a red fruit, and the coffee is the bean or the seed inside of it that we toast, we roast, and ferment and all that other stuff.
These are two best ones. I got them.
So this is the stuff you've learned that I did not know, because I have not been to Colombia.
But honestly, I think coffee gives me another excuse to really travel. coffee has taken me places and will continually take me places to where I get to learn about the culture, how I can help in so many different environments. I think there's a story behind every single coffee that we purchase and that we get behind, and how it's helping every single farmer in country that we get to go visit. And that's what a lot of the Big Face brand is about. It is about bringing the best coffee and the best everything to the world, but there's always a story. I'm grateful that coffee is taking me on those journeys.
Talk to me about the future. You got all the merch nailed down. Now, what's the next thing?
I think the next thing, honestly, is to get the coffee on par with the merch. But I have to tell you that that's what learning how to make the coffee, how you like your coffee, that's where all of that plays its part. Because if you learn about it and if you know what you like, then you can make it. And it's really simple to duplicate and do it the same way every single time. And I think if you lock into that, and if we teach you that, then the coffee is gonna catch up with the merch.
If you didn't have this magnificent barista here with us today, you're making it, how would you make it?
How would I make it? I would probably do a latte, something like that, only because I just want to draw at the top of my coffee. That's it.
Look at that. Oh, that was nice.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. When you don't see Jimmy Butler on the basketball court, you will still see Jimmy Butler. That man has a cavalcade of partnerships. He told us firsthand how he selects his associations and why. Your outfit is clean.
Yeah, I love my fit. My Aloe puffer get it done, don't it?
I'm super excited about Aloe. I love the people. I love the brand and what it stands for, about getting out, giving back to the community, taking that yoga mindset into your everyday life.
Call me Jimmy Yoga.
Jimmy Yoga.
Sharing the same values and wanting to help people, Jimmy is uniting with Aloe on a mission in Africa.
You're talking about clean water, clothes, and just being able to spend time there and help those in need. Africa is lovely, obviously. I have to be from somewhere in Africa, my people. But more than anything, I love the game of football/soccer.
Over the summer, Jimmy visited the mother continent with soccer star Paul Pogba for a charity match in Guinea.
It was my first real go at football. It was super fun.
They still need me to score one. Put the game away.
It's so difficult for me to play, which is why I think I love it so much. I have so many friends who I consider brothers now in that beautiful game. And just to be around those people, how excited they were to be around Paul and get all of these people in one place to play that game. I want to do that every single summer.
To stay stylish both on and off the court, Jimmy sports Li-Ning and Tag Heuer.
Tag Heuer is such a classical brand. They have so many different ways to wear a watch. I actually just got a stopwatch. Don't ask me what I'm gonna do with it. But I think a watch is always a way to express yourself.
A little front so we can see the tongue just a little, yeah. Look at the left one.
As far as the Li-Ning goes, I think it's amazing to have my own sneaker. I think the colorways are incredible. All the colorways that Miami has, I have a matching sneaker to go with it.
All right, guys, let me get into Jimmy Pins mode. If I don't hit the pins, I did it on purpose.
3, 4.
A little Miami flavor last night if you were watching the Super Bowl. Jimmy Butler helping promote Michelob Ultra.
Everybody just want me to sing because y'all know I don't care about looking stupid. When it's singing, I always get the singing gig. That's weird. It's okay, I'm ready.
Besides the fact that I get to sing on national TV, dance, and make a fool out of myself on national TV, Michelob Ultra has been so cool because I really enjoy drinking Michelob Ultra with my guys when we're playing dominoes, sequence, which I am the best at, by the way. It is something that me and my guys get to talk about life over. We get to reminisce of where we started way back when in tone ball to where we are today. Seems like it's always with the Michelob in hand.
Give it up for Jimmy Butler.
With partnerships that taste good and make him look good, Leaf is all about helping him feel good.
Leaf is something that I invested in way back when, and it actually really helps. It helps me to sleep at night. It helps me with my recovery. Armando, he's the one that's always giving me a massage with the Leaf, making sure that we're using the Leaf recovery, heating up balm before the game, before I go out and do my thing.
Butler spinning on Wiggins. Yes, and a foul.
While Jimmy invests in several other brands, he also knows the importance of his own, marked by his signature JB logo.
I want to put the JB logo on every single thing, and it's probably not good all the time because I try to put it on as much stuff as I can around my house, which is definitely driving down the value of my homes. But I love branding every single thing around my home, on all of my clothes, on everybody else. And actually, the logo was kind of invented through James Scott's son, Dom, our little group being called the Silver Wolves. He drew a wolf, and it was upside down, this logo, and so we just kind of flipped it and realized that it looked like a JB. We just rolled with it. So Dom, you got like 5% of the Jimmy Butler brand.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. There's a Eric Spoelstra phrase that Jimmy Butler has fully embraced for competitors only. Not just basketball. It could be tennis, dominoes, fashion, hairstyle, whatever. Jimmy Butler is all in, and the man is global with it.
Tennis, tennis, tennis. I think the number one thing I like about tennis is I'm not very good at it. I'm better than all of my guys, so I can say that I can beat them.
Yes! That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to give me confidence.
I can't say I get to challenge other pros who I get to talk back and forth with of how I'm better than them.
It's just natural. It's what I do. Give me a couple weeks, maybe next summer. When the season over, flash is no more. When the season over, flash is no more.
It's just another way to stay in shape, to work on your ankle mobility and stability, your endurance, changing directions. A lot of basketball translates to tennis, and actually a lot of tennis players are built like basketball players now. So it's only right that that's a sport that I pick up.
But tennis isn't the only sport Jimmy enjoys.
I'm looking for new riders in my Peloton group.
Cycling, another way to make sure I don't lose my love for basketball because I'm still working out, I'm still training. Now it's just on a bicycle.
Make sure we enjoy the beautiful weather out here in Miami. Light bike ride in the morning.
It's getting real over here now.
Dominoes speaks for itself. I really believe I'm the best player in the world. I legitimately take dominoes so I can beat everybody in every single country that I come to. So Argentina, Brazil, Jamaica, we're on the way. We're doing a world tour of this domino thing, and it gets real, really fast.
That's crazy. I got number one, baby.
Jimmy Butler has a new look. He says he's trying things out to, quote, make the internet mad.
What's next for the Jimmy Butler hair? I don't know what is next, but I know whatever is next is gonna piss everybody off, so I embrace it, I welcome it.
I like this look.
I do want dreads again, so that will be coming soon. I'm not 1,000% sure that I can play with it. I want a Jerry curl, I want a perm, I want all the things that's gonna make the internet say, what the hell is he doing? But at the end of the day, know that I'm happy.
And that happiness builds as Jimmy continues to express himself in other artistic areas, including modeling and acting.
Action! Bam, this is all your fault. This is not my fault.
But recently, a new skill has been tapped into.
songwriting.
Country music is obviously a love of mine. I think everybody knows that by now. This songwriting thing is one of the more difficult things because it's kind of like telling a story while trying to make it make sense. So it's not just me, I'm definitely having help along this process. I'm trying to like lean towards, do I want to like collab and take a country and a pop and then a country and then a Latin artist? I don't know, but I know it's gonna be different. I'm not singing not one note. I'm not gonna be in one music video, so don't look forward to that. But when the album comes out, it's gonna be a hit.
With Jimmy's big personality and diverse interests, he reaches fans far and wide all over the world. One particular fan recently stood out to him.
12-year-old young fan from Argentina was seen at a game earlier in the week that Jimmy did not play, saying he went 4,400 miles just to meet him.
I was devastated because I never want to miss games, and I know that everybody wants to watch their favorite players play. And believe it or not, I am some people's favorite player. But I got to change their flight plans. I got to hang out with them. And then they got to sit courtside and watch me do my thing.
Oh my God. Jimmy comes right, working against Carter. Touchdown, drops, puts a foul.
We have fans all over the world, and I want all those fans to be able to watch myself play and everybody else play. So any opportunity we get to do that, I want to make that happen.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. Now that you have a decent understanding of Jimmy's life off the floor, let's talk a little basketball. Of course, this season, another push for the Miami Heat that he is leading to get back into the second season and back to the mountaintop. But we begin with that moment against the Celtics at the end of Game 7 and Jimmy's look back on the shot. Jimmy has the ball. Heat trail by 2. 20 seconds to go. Jimmy, the three off the front of the rim. It gets knocked away.
I love that about Jimmy. That was the right look.
Our process was go for the win, which I did.
You see him empty the tank the way he did. There's no need to keep anything in the reserves, you know, for what? It's Game 7.
That one shot, I don't even think about it. It doesn't motivate me. All I know is I want to get past that round. I want to make it back to the finals, and I want to win it. Not only for myself, not only for my teammates or the organization, but for the city. I think the city deserves that. It's been a while. There are some new sheriffs in town. Now I'd like to think one of those would be myself.
The lob for Butler, he did it! Jimmy Butler put it in with 0.3 of a second left.
Jimmy Butler! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
When the plan's to get Jimmy the ball, there's only a plan A. You know, you have faith in that.
I love my guys. I really do. I think it's a blessing and a privilege to be able to play with these guys.
Jimmy is not shy about his appreciation for his teammates and seizes every opportunity to praise them.
Tyler Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
Sure. Huh? No, you good.
Since day one, he's been in my corner, and he's really a unique human being that's one of a kind and really kind-hearted guy.
They help me win games. We win together, we lose together, and I want to let them know that I can't do this without them.
Another group Jimmy relies on is the group of strong leaders on this team.
When speaking of leaders, UD, he's probably the most sporadic yet level-headed leader that I've ever seen.
Let's go get it, man. We all need nobody better.
Bam is growing as a leader. He's becoming more vocal, and more than anything, Bam is letting his play be his leadership style.
Jimmy has the rock. 3-on-2. Leaves it for Bam. Lot of traffic. Bam! Got it to go, and one.
Tyler is one and the same. He's playing at an incredibly high level, and so people are going to listen to what he has to say. Kyle's Kyle. You know, he's a champion. He's the point guard, so he knows what it takes to win on both sides of the floor. And honestly, I'm just there learning from everybody else. I say what I have to say. I do what I have to do on the basketball floor, and it all works.
Butler with his third steal. There he goes, right down Main Street in Philadelphia.
He's really worked his entire career at adding different skills to his game.
But Jimmy's shining skill set has been his steals, as he currently leads the NBA in steals per game.
Jimmy Butler, the man of steel. Jimmy knocked it away. Oh, the defensive Butler.
And Jimmy's hustle to grab the loose ball inspires his teammates to do the same, especially Gabe Vincent and Victor Oladipo.
I do enjoy watching Gabe and Vic. Vic is a super competitive lockdown defender who can score the ball. And now he's filling in a role to where he's asked to facilitate, and then sometimes he's asked to score, but every night is asked to defend.
Oh, great defense. Victor Oladipo strikes again.
I love it whenever he gambles. I think he should gamble more. Same goes with Gabe. But these guys compete at an extremely high level. I am the Steelers leader. Gabe, never forget that. Vic, never forget that. This is what I do at a very high level.
Butler scoops it up and in! An impossible shot delivered by Jimmy Butler.
When your best player is playing at that level, you know, it forces you to raise your level.
He's had the heart of a champion forever. Match that game with that heart. You have a tremendous player, you have a tremendous leader.
Jimmy truly is a face of a franchise.
Strus leaves it for Butler. He goes up strong with 2 hands and throws it down on 3 Orlando jerseys.
He does so many winning things on both sides of the floor, you know, as a force of nature type player. The next step is just about getting that final step.
He's everything that I want to be a part of as an individual. Now, my goal is to try to get him to that ultimate goal. All he wants is a championship.
All I care about is winning. When we win, we all eat, we all get those personal accolades that I don't care about. It's just gonna come naturally. Win a championship, it all takes care of itself. Championship or bust.
I have to be honest, even as a tea drinker, this coffee right here is absolutely delicious. So I can't wait till Jimmy and his team has Big Face all over the place so we can have it on shelves in grocery stores, in our homes, in cafes and coffee shops around the world. Meantime, on the court, you know Jimmy Butler is poised and ready to lead this team back into the second season and on that journey up the mountainside to get to another Larry O'Brien trophy for the Miami Heat. Thank you so very much for watching this edition of Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson.